Good morning, everyone. Glad you could join us. My name's Lisa. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm going to be doing your daily horoscope for today, your daily tarot reading. I'll also be doing a separate video that will talk about everything that's happening with the election right now. I've had so many questions and emails come into me that talks about the election. Yesterday I did a video on how to burn sage, how to effectively get rid of negative energy that's around you or in your home. I have some sage burning right now. And I tend to use it not only to cleanse my house, but also to connect psychically with my angels. And next week I'm going to be doing a video on how to get in touch with your own guardian angels. And many of you have asked me about that, how to do that. And so that's on the agenda for next week. So I hope you'll join me. I am, like I said, doing the dailies today. And I'll be using the Gilded Tarot, the Imperial deck, which I can hold it up so you can see it. It's a beautiful deck of cards. I love it. I tend to not ever go through the books that are in here. You can see how flat this one is. I don't ever go through the books. I tend to believe that you should trust your judgment, but I've been doing it for 35 years. So if there's a book that comes with it, maybe trust your judgment and see how far you can go on your own, and then take a minute and go through the book and see how close you were. That's one way to really learn, right? It's kind of like flashcards on learning how to psychically be in touch with your own gut feeling, your own intuition. And you can double check it with the book. I tend to not like to spend time. This is the Light Seers Tarot, and here's the book. I mean, I tend to just trust my judgment when I go through the cards. Does that take time? Absolutely. You're building a muscle. Okay, you're building your psychic muscle. I really believe that everyone is psychic and has the ability to be psychic. 100%. But you do have to practice it. You do have to work on the muscle just like you do any muscle. You're not going to step out the door and run a 5-mile race, right? You're going to build up those leg muscles. You're going to build up those arm muscles. And that's the same thing when it comes to when you do readings. But I do believe that everyone can do it. Now, after this video is done, I am going to be doing a follow-up video to my video the other day. A lot of people are asking about Trump, Biden, the election, the computer, what's happening with Giuliani, what's happening with Trump versus Fauci, and I want to pull some cards and kind of see where we stand. Just so you know, on the election front, I tend to be very middle of the road. I've already done my voting. I've already decided who it is I want for my candidate. And that piece of it stays out of all readings. I try to just give the facts and do the reading and give you the facts and let you make your own decision. That is very much a personal decision, okay? So don't let anybody tell you, get the sage going here. Don't let anybody tell you which way to vote, but I will tell you, first and foremost, please get out and vote. Whether it's Democrat, whether it's Republican, whether it's independent. I mean, I think this is a very important election. It's making a lot of decisions for a lot of people's lives. And so, and when I say that, I say it, of course, leading everybody in the direction, hopefully, to either do their mail-in ballots. We've already had record balloting of well over, what did they say, 40 million people who have voted early in person, which is incredible. I mean, the numbers are just incredible. I think people really feel the tension, really feel the amount that is at stake here in this election. And so I hope, you know, as the democracy reigns, I hope we all realize we have that right to vote, no matter who it's for. And don't let anybody take that away from you, okay? It's important that you know it is your right. Okay, so we're going to get started on today's readings. And at the end, if you stay to the very end, I always do about 5 minutes of Reiki healing to kind of connect your chakras, to open up any blocks that you have in your chakras that will help you heal. It will help you move forward in decision making. You know, we have a lot happening with the planets right now, with Mercury in retrograde, with Mars in Aries retrograde, which is, I mean, there's a lot of anger out there. We have Mars conjuncting Uranus. There's a lot of rage, there's a lot of anger, and as I always say, to stay in your highest power, stay in that level that is above that low vibration, right? We want to stay in a higher vibration when we're light workers, when we're people that are practicing our practice of psychic ability and mediumship. And the more we stay in that psychic pattern of being in a higher vibration, the more it helps the community, the more it helps the collective, right? So if we can keep away from that and kind of stay in our own lane, keep away from that negativity, there's a lot happening. A lot of planets are coming out of Capricorn and going into Aquarius. For many astrologers are saying December 21st is the beginning of the age of Aquarius. We have so many planets going into Aquarius. But I think you have to remember that we've been going and heading in this direction for a very long time. And I think it's us as light workers to really take some time and put our energy out there, positive vibrations, and try to combat some of the negativity. Try to combat some of what we're feeling, where people are almost enticing us to get involved in fights and to react negatively. And I'm a Virgo. I'm a control freak. I'll be the first to admit it. That's some of my shadow work that I work on every single day. And yet it's very important for me to catch myself instead of reacting, because I do that so easily. I just fall into that trap. When someone comes at me, I tend to, or says something negative, I tend to want to respond negative. And so it's been really a challenge for me as well as a Virgo to, I have 5 planets. I have a stellium in Virgo, so I have a lot of Virgo. So I'm a planner. I'm a control person. I like to know what's happening, what's coming. And for me not to do that and instead take a step back, this is when the universe is saying take a step back and really let the universe take over. Okay? It knows what it's doing. So if we can just remain in our highest power and our highest vibration, and then let the universe take over, I think collectively all of us will feel in a much better place if we're not the one that's reacting. Because as soon as we react to someone else's negative vibration, we're continuing that negativity, right? If someone comes after us or comes at us with something negative they say, and we immediately snap back with something negative back, we've continued that vibration, that low vibration. Whereas if instead we kind of just give a smile and say, I hope your day gets better, or I hope you have a nice day, it kind of just stops any negativity. It stops that low vibration from continuing. It keeps us up here in this higher vibration, which the world needs so badly right now. So really staying in our own lane, trying to focus on letting go of control for those of us that are very controlling, me, and working on that every day, and allowing the universe to really take over and guide us. Okay, it knows what it's doing. It knows where it wants us to go. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the political side of things, or some of the issues that are at stake, since we're 2 weeks away from the election, in the next video I do. But I really want to focus today on the 20th of October. I'm getting so close, I can't even believe it. 20th of October. I can't believe where this year has gone. I'm also in the next video going to talk a little bit more about coronavirus as a nurse, and what's been happening and what's out there, and just a lot of the rumors you may hear. I hope to clear up a few things for a few people. So I hope you'll join me in this video and in the next video that I do shortly. They'll both be posted pretty much one right after the other. Okay? Please subscribe. Hit the notification button that's down below. I do come on live. I came on live last night, and I will be coming on live during the week again, as well as on the weekend. I come on live and I do mediumship readings, where I bring loved ones through to bring messages of love and hope and peace for all of you. And I always have a big turnout for that, and it usually lasts quite a few hours. But I think people are really enjoying having the opportunity to talk to their loved ones. So I'm finding great peace in that. I'm finding that I'm really helping a lot of people in that during these tumultuous times. So anything I can do to change the vibration and keep the vibration higher and keep people on a more even keel and happier, I'm happy to do so. So just so you know that. I'm going to show you the cards as they come up. Rather than pull them down, I've shuffled them really well, as you've been watching me do. And now I'm going to divide them up. You can't really see the cards, but I did. There we go. And now I'm going to show you the cards as I pull them up. I'll start with air signs today. Okay? So air signs of Aquarius. So Aquarius, the card that comes up to you is the Justice card. Beautiful. Okay, so this is all about, this could be looked at a number of different ways, okay? The Justice card could straight out be going to court. Maybe you have a court battle you're fighting. Maybe you just got something in the mail that says you need to go to court. Maybe you're doing jury duty. But you see the scales of justice here. We're in Libra season, so it's not a surprise there, Aquarius, that you would pull this card. which is indicative of Libra. And so it's balancing, right? She's closing her eyes. It's very hard to balance or she's really trying to feel where it is, which direction she should go in. She's feeling which is heavier, which is weightier, as opposed to just trusting her vision, right? And that's intuitive. That's the intuitive piece that Aquarius, I think you'll be doing a lot of today. I look at this card when I see it, and it's all golden. It's all opportunity. It's all, what's in front of you is gold. What you touch is gold. What opportunity is brought forward by anybody is golden for you. So I hope that the day is a really nice one. Justice card is a beautiful card. I don't feel any of you, there are a few of you in fights with justice, as far as maybe in court you're fighting something. But for the majority, I feel like this is a really nice card of balance. And that's so much about what we're trying to do in this universe right now is balance. So right off the top of the bat, Aquarius, you get the card of balance and justice. So enjoy your day with that. The next card is for Libra, and it's the Fool. And in this Fool, in the Rider-Waite deck, you have the Fool who's hanging and actually holding on to his own leg, as if he's stopping himself from letting go and taking that leap of faith. In this deck, the Gilded Tarot deck, the Imperial deck, he's held onto by chains, right? So look at all the money that's falling all out of his pockets. Look at all the missed opportunities. Look at all, he can't take this leap of faith because he's stuck. He's chained. Could he undo himself? Absolutely. Could he pull himself up and just quickly? You see where the chain is just wrapped one time around his ankle? Yes. He could get himself out of this. But right now he's hanging. He's content. He's stuck. And maybe that's what some of you feel today, Libra, is kind of just stuck. That you can't go in either direction right now. You have to wait. And like I said, wait for the universe to clear the way for you. Wait for the universe to help guide you on that direction. In the direction you want to go to. But in the meantime, try to hold on to the fact and try not to be worried about things like you're losing a few coins along the way, or you're not making as much money as you want to, or all the things that Libras try to balance, right, and worry about between work and play and work and family opportunities and obligations. So today is a day of really feeling a little bit stuck, feeling like you're not moving in any direction, but that's okay, is what I'm hearing from the universe. It's okay to have a day like that every now and then. We all do. And so not to panic about it, okay? Wanting to fix things, Libra, wanting to be the fixer. Don't panic. It's just going to happen, and it's going to move slower, and it will probably happen, and you'll be unleashed or taken off this, the Hanged Man tomorrow. It is upright, which is a good sign. It means it's not going to last long, okay? Gemini, the card I have for you is the Page of Swords. Swords are all about truth, right? And the Page, he's really looking like he's ready for battle. He doesn't have armor on. The Page is often a messenger or a younger person that brings us in a message. So maybe today, Geminis, you are getting a message of some kind that's showing you the truth in something. Maybe you're paying attention to something that's in the news, and it's really like hitting you over the head that this is the truth. This is the way I need to go. This is the path I need to take. And I picture him, if this was a live card, I picture him kind of banging that sword in his hand like he's standing and, waiting. Somebody just needs to come up. Look at his face. Somebody just needs to come up and threaten him, or someone just needs to come up and tell him something he doesn't want to hear, and he's ready. And he's ready to fight. But look at the birds at the end of the sword. On the sharpest end of the sword, you have these blue birds. Birds of peace, right? Birds of harmony. So try to pay attention to what comes in around you, what messages come in around you today. It is Mercury retrograde, so there could be misguided communication. It could be communication that's not coming through very clearly. And I think that's important that you remember we are in Mercury retrograde till November 3rd. And because of that, it makes a difference in how we approach our texts that we get, our emails that we get. Remember, when we get texts and emails, it does not show inflection. We do not hear how the person is actually saying something. They could actually be saying, hey, Joe, you forgot to take out the trash today, from your wife. And she just means it kind of, maybe you have an inside joke about that. Maybe it's something like that. You can't hear how she's saying it. Or she could be saying like, Joe, you forgot it again. The trash is still here. What's up? You're forgetting a lot lately. So you can take it whichever way you want to take it, but I think the point is you can't hear the inflection. And that's where a lot of the miscommunication and the mix-up of communication comes in. And although truth may be coming in today, take it with a grain of salt until you actually reach out. Look at all the blues, all the throat chakra here. You reach out and you communicate with this person you're hearing the truth from, right? Use your voice. Reach out, maybe pick up the phone. People don't like you to use the phone anymore, but maybe Gemini, you need to use the phone today and pick it up and see what the real problem is. See what the truth is that you're hearing, okay? We're moving into earth signs with Capricorn, the Seven of Cups. Capricorn, the Seven of Cups is almost always in every deck considered the card of illusion and delusion, right? All these cups are in front of us with so many choices. Some of them are not so great choices. Look over here. We have the dragon with the fire. We have beautiful lilies in one. We have money in another. We have a beautiful rose in the middle. You know, stop and smell the roses. Maybe this is a person over here that you're not communicating well with. But the point is, when you get the Seven of Cups, the cups are about emotion. Okay, the fact that this is surrounded in yellow, like the solar plexus, or some oranges, like the sacral chakra, really tells me it's about empowerment and you making a decision about which of these avenues or which of these cups you wish to choose, which you want to go down. These are all in front of you, and you have many, many choices, and it's up to you to make that choice. Are you ready to do that today? The card is saying no. However, because it is the card of illusion and delusion, you're being forwarded all these messages and all these cups and all this emotion, and you're not quite sure what to do with it. But remember, even though this is the energy that's around you, and that's all I'm pulling is the energy, you always have free will. Everyone always has free will to do what they wish with every single day of their life. Okay? So it's important that you remember that. If you don't want to be stuck in this change, in this deception, in this unsure of which direction to go, and then change it, make a decision, move forward. You always have the ability to do that, okay? And I think that's the important part. You always can change and choose a path of free will. Okay, Capricorn? Virgo, the card you get today, Virgo, is the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. He doesn't look that happy, does he? You've got the peacock with the green. Look at all the green in this card, all the earth energy, typical of Virgo, right? Capricorn, Earth, Virgo, and Taurus are all earth signs. Surrounded by Mother Nature. He's got the largest pentacle in his hand, and he's the Page of Pentacles. The page, again, is a younger person sometimes bringing in a message. Maybe there's something that's coming to you from a bank or from an investment company. Maybe they want you to move money around. Maybe they want you to tell you that you have some money you didn't realize you had, right? Maybe there's something out there that they want you to claim. He does not look happy. So I'm feeling like a message of some kind may come in about finances that you're not too thrilled about. So again, it's up to you to turn that around, right? To set your intention so that whatever is coming into you, you can change if you want. All the greens in this card, though, especially with the peacock's tail and his leggings and his outfit, his hat, all the greens of the leaves and the trees behind him, makes me think of Archangel Raphael. It's a very healing card. So although he doesn't look happy with the news he's getting, you can turn it around and make it about healing yourself, healing whatever energy is around abundance, okay? Because pentacles are all about abundance. It's not just money. It's abundance of health, destiny, love, relationships, career. It's abundance of everything. So maybe you need to take a step back and turn it around. The peacock doesn't have his tail open, so he's not showing off his prideful self. He's not trying to invite someone in, invite a mate in yet, right? So there is time. But this healing energy of Archangel Raphael is definitely around you today. Okay, Taurus, so take advantage of that. And I'm not Taurus. I always lose track. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is Virgo, sorry. So take advantage of that today. And so you're not only healing, maybe you're healing energy around any of this abundance. Maybe it's actually taking any negativity that you sometimes put in the universe and turning it into a positive affirmation, turning it into a positive intention that will bring in better choices, more abundance, etc. So instead of saying, gee, I don't think I'm going to have enough money to pay rent, turn it around and say, the universe takes care of me. I always have enough money and rent will not be a problem. You know, it's what you put your energy on, right? Energy goes where intention flows. So the energy of the universe is going to go wherever you're putting your intention. So turn it around. Make everything you say today a positive. Maybe that could be a little game that you do all day today. Okay, Virgo? Next card I have for Taurus is the Ten of Wands. You've reached the pinnacle. You've reached where you want to be in building whatever it is you've been building and working so hard on building. That's what the wands are all about, right? Building, and this could be about a career, but you've reached the pinnacle. So why, if you've reached the pinnacle, are you holding all these wands yourself? If you've reached the pinnacle, why can you not subject others to help you or ask others to help you? You can. You're choosing not to. You're choosing to awkwardly hold these wands and these wands on your back, so that you're holding the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you don't need to be. This is you've reached the 10. This is the conclusion. You've gotten where you want to get. Now all you need to do is, you're very well grounded and walking on the earth. Now all you need to do is ask for some help. And it's okay to ask for help. I think many times we forget and we think, gee, I really need to do this on my own. It's very important that I do this on my own. Why? It's the final outcome that you're looking at. And if someone can help you carry these wands over the threshold to the finish line, why not ask for help? Okay? It's okay to be that way. I actually feel, Taurus, that this is connected somehow to someone who's giving birth today. And I've been shown this very clearly, psychically. So maybe somebody that you know, or maybe a loved one, or a family member, or somebody at work is giving birth today. And this applies to them as well. Do you really need to, for so many years we touted that it was so important to have an all-natural birth. Really, the final outcome is that we have a healthy mom and a healthy baby, right? So an epidural is going to help you have more strength at the end to push that baby out and to have a healthy baby. It's okay to ask for some help. It's okay to get that epidural. You don't have to stand firm and not ask for help. And that's what I feel like is around you today, Taurus. So if that's true, please let me know in the comments, because I'm hearing for one of you, or at least one of you, it's very, very much the message of the day. Let go of this burden that's on you and share it with others, so that it becomes less of a burden and it becomes more of a joyful opportunity to share. Okay? Cancer, we're moving into water signs. And Cancer, you have the Tower. Okay, so the Tower, people always panic when they see a tower. This is upright, so it does mean that there's a disruption in your life today. Something is being thrown at you that you're not happy about. It could be something at work. There's a disruption, maybe a project that you've been working on and you thought the deadline was 3 weeks from now, and no, it's been moved up to this Friday, so you really have to hustle. That's a disruption, okay? And towers often represent disruptions. Can they represent monumental disruptions? Absolutely. But again, how you react and how you handle it is what's going to determine how the final outcome of this tower is. For some of you out there, this is something that's being thrown at you, Mars, and Uranus, thrown at you unexpectedly, so thrown at you either monetarily, career-wise, relationship-wise, something that you did not expect. Maybe someone is deciding in a relationship they want to take a step back. It's actually showing, in this particular card, it shows a crown up here that's being thrown around, thrown off. So maybe this is you, that you are at the pinnacle and somebody is putting a kibosh to that. Maybe you're not at the pinnacle today. Maybe something's being thrown into the mix that you need to step back and take a good look at. Okay? So turn this energy around. Turn the tower around. Don't be afraid of it. You always have free will. So even if this energy is around you today and it feels like nothing is working, don't hold on to that. Make it a positive. Gee, something was just put on my plate that I'm not happy about. I'm going to change it. I'm going to make a change for the better. Okay? And that's important, Cancer. So expect that. Expect the unexpected today with Uranus. But you can turn it around. Okay? Scorpio, your ship is coming in. Scorpio, this is the Three of Wands. And when you have the Three of Wands, it is about building. He has his back to the Two of Wands that he's already put in place, and he's got the one wand in front of him. His ship is coming to pick him up. So his ship is coming in. And so maybe this is something to do with work. Maybe this is a promotion at work. Maybe this is something to do with a relationship, and the relationship is moving one step forward, closer to where you want it to be. There is some spray coming up from the water. You can see it in a few places here. So it's not all smooth emotions, okay? It's not all smooth and wonderful today, but it is being shown that you take advantage of your ship coming in. You can take advantage of the opportunities that are being guided to you, and that the universe is bringing in. But just know that along with it may come some rough seas, may come a discussion you have to have where you don't agree on something, and then at the end you do agree. Just be aware that although your ship is coming in and it looks all positive, there can be a little bit of bumpiness to this, okay, that you have to work through. And I know you can definitely do that, Scorpio. If anybody can do it, Scorpio can do it. Tenacious Scorpio, okay? Stubborn Scorpio, not wanting to accept what other people put on their plate, right? Scorpios want to change things. Scorpios often don't want someone to tell them what to do. And maybe this water flying in the air is somebody, your ship is coming in, but maybe somebody is trying to tell you how to get on board, or how to step up, or come over here and do this first, and you're going to be the one that sets them straight. You've got your wand in your hand. You're ready to move forward. Take advantage of the day, because the doors are opening widely for you today, Scorpio. Okay? Pisces, the High Priestess, the mysterious woman, right, in the deck, the woman who is the miracle maker, the one who can make it happen. Look at the water, how calm it is. And she's dancing on top of the water. Everything is going her way at the moment. It's a crescent moon. We just finished a new moon, and it is waxing now towards the full moon, which will be here on Halloween. So we are coming up on a crescent moon in a few days. It's interesting because usually we see the initials, the J and the B, that are on here on the Chariot card, don't we? And today we're seeing it on the High Priestess card. So we also see it on the High Priestess card in the Rider-Waite deck and many other decks. So just know that the dancing upon the water is, you're at a high pinnacle. It's going to be a wonderful day. You can look at this a few different ways, and there can be some mysteries and some things that get thrown at you that you're not expecting. But I'm hearing that this is a positive card for you, Pisces. I'm hearing that this is really going to be a wonderful day to you. Look at all the blue out there, all the communication, all the third chakra energy that's out there. So take advantage of that. Do a lot of communicating today. In person, not by email, not by text, right? We're in Virgo. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. And Geminis and Virgos are especially touched by Mercury retrograde, because that's our ruling planet. But I think you can really take the time today to communicate, and communicate effectively. And live up to this High Priestess, for sure. Aries, fire sign, temperance. The Hierophant. Right? Almost the king of the deck, almost the person that's, look at all the energy and the sunshine that he's giving off today. Aries, this is I picture this as a fire sign. I picture this as a card that can put themselves out there and do wonderful things around the energies they have, wonderful things about the fire you can put out there. And I really feel like that's going to happen for you today. This is a positive card. It is a major arcana card, so it's something major that will be put out there. But look at the positiveness around him. Look at the purples and the blues, the healing energies that are around this card. So even though this can be looked at sometimes as a judgmental card and standing in someone's way, I'm looking at it more for you today, Aries, as a card of being in your divine power, sitting in your own divine power. Look at the crown. It's not just one crown, it's 3 on top of his head in this deck. And he's got his saber, he's got his wand in front of him. He's ready to move forward. He's inside, it almost looks like a stained glass window, as if this is blessed by the universe, right? So really take advantage of that. Really make it a wonderful day, Pisces, because this card is telling you so. Leo, again, 6 of Wands. Again, this is like the 3rd day in a row you've gotten the 6 of Wands. It's a victory card. The 6 of Wands is almost always victory, Leo. In the Rider-Waite deck, you see the prince or the knight that's riding in on his horse, and he has the laurel wreath. this kind of looks like a laurel wreath up here. The wreath of victory, right? And all your other people that you've battled against, or the people that have supported you along the way, all have their wands a little bit lower. So this is coming in after a battle. You don't look at all weary. Your horse is still riding in. The flags are all waving as if you have a victory. So this could be a victory at work. This could be at home, in your home life. But it's definitely a positive card. It's a card to look for the positivity that's out there, okay? You don't need to be worried that if something comes in and it's news, that it's going to be something that you don't want. This is still building. You're still building to get to that 10 of Wands, right? To get to the end of the wand. So you're continuing to build, but this is a small victory in your day. This is somebody coming up and giving you an attaboy. This is somebody coming up and patting you on the back, okay? And Sagittarius, the last card of the deck, and this is Magician card. And Sagittarius, you got this card the other day as well, and you guys saw how much I shuffled. The Magician, the Miracle Maker, the Manifester, the true Manifester. And this is a great day for you to be manifesting, is what I'm hearing. He has the sword, he has the wand, he has the cup, he has the pentacle, he has everything in his power, and he has the infinity sign, right? So look at the light shining above him. And his third eye, if you can see, with the sacred geometry around his third eye. Nothing is going to stand in his way today. Nothing is going to stand in your way today, Sagittarius. It's a beautiful day. He's controlling the power with his hands, right? It's almost like he's steering everything in the direction he wants it to go in. And you can do that too by manifesting, by a miracle coming in, by being the person that is in control of your own destiny. And that's really what the Magician is all about. Okay, so these cards have been wonderful. A couple little bumps in the road, but certainly not anything that you can't overcome. Certainly not something that you can't, take a look at and change just by changing where you are, changing what you see. I think that's important for you to remember. So I'm definitely going to find some Reiki music here. And let's listen to and do a little bit of healing energy. I will put it a little softer. Someone reminded me yesterday during a live session, which I really appreciate, that it was a little too loud and they couldn't hear me talking. And the best person that does guided meditations, and I use his guided meditations all the time, is Jason Stevenson. He's on YouTube, and he has thousands of meditations that help everything from anxiety to not sleeping well, to waking up in the middle of the night, to connecting your affirmations, to putting in good intentions out there. And I love his meditations. They're wonderful. So, but I'm going to just lead you through a little bit of a 5-minute guided meditation where we're bringing in the positive white light energy, so that you can actually feel some of this Reiki energy working to help combine, to connect your chakras that throughout your body, to help build your immune system, to allow you to open your third eye so you trust your judgment, right? You trust your intuition, to open your throat chakra so you're able to speak more clearly during Mercury retrograde, your higher and your lower heart chakra. So you have compassion for the people that are out there that are struggling. This is a real chaotic time in our lives in America. And if you can be that voice of compassion and that higher vibration that we talked about, that this will help, this cleansing of your chakras, this bringing in the Reiki music will really open all that. Your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, you're sitting in your highest power, right? Your divine, combining your divine feminine, your divine masculine together. We all have a little bit of each in all of us. And your root chakra, which is going back to the past, going back to the things that made us strong from our childhood. And if it wasn't the best childhood, what did you learn from that? There's a reason you chose that before you came to this planet. Maybe you were a stronger person because of what you went through, which quite often is what I hear about. So I really want you to listen to this music, and I'm going to just walk you through it. I'm not going to make it as loud so that you can hear me, and that was really great feedback. But I do want to open your crown chakra, which is a chakra on the top of your head. Picture it opening like a flower, and a bright white light coming down from your higher power, from your higher self, right? Coming into your head, bringing all this beautiful white light cleansing energy into your head. Bringing it into your third eye. We're going to open that white light is cleansing your third eye, opening any blockages. Opening your third eye so you can trust your gut, right? That's where that third eye comes in, trusting your intuition, knowing that what you believe to be true is true, trusting it, trusting it. Don't let anybody sway you from that. Fill your head with all this beautiful white light energy to your throat chakra, opening your throat chakra if there are any blockages so that you can speak clearly. You can say exactly what you need to say. You can say very healing and loving and kind things to people. Sometimes just saying one kind thing to someone is enough to turn their whole day around. And we forget that. How nice it is when someone says something wonderful to you. It just turns your day around. So let that white light energy open that throat chakra, go down each arms. You can almost feel the electricity coming from your fingertips, right? Into your higher heart and your lower heart chakra, that compassion, that love we want to bring into the world, that feeling of generosity and that everything's going to be okay. Staying in that higher vibration and not going down to that low vibration that we're feeling so much of, that chaotic vibration that we're feeling so much of 2 weeks before the election, right? So much of that is out there. And we want to stay higher. We want to bring that love and compassion to people. Moving down now, filling your abdomen, filling your chest, your abdomen where your solar plexus is, the yellow energy, the strength, sitting in your own power, knowing that you control your own destiny. You have free will, right? That's what your solar plexus is all about. Feeling strong in that. Knowing that it's getting stronger as we pull this energy down, pull this white light energy down, and now into our sacral chakra. Okay? Combining the masculine and the feminine energies, our sexuality, our abundance of who we are as a person, combining that yin and yang energy, and moving down to our root chakra, which I talked about, the white light moving down into our steadiness, our root, our grounding, where we feel the most safe and sacred, okay, in our root chakra. The rest of the white light going down each leg, going down through our toes, almost feeling, like I said, the electricity shooting out from our toes as we feel our entire body now filled with this beautiful white light energy. We can also seal it in. Call in an angel that you work with, call in your guided angels, your guardian angels, I use Archangel Michael to call him in and surround me with white light energy so that I'm holding in this wonderful white light energy throughout the day. Kind of surrounds me and keeps me protected, keeps this white light energy inside my body all day. So hold on to that energy while I do a little 5 minutes worth of Reiki healing, and I'll come back on at the very end. Take some deep breaths in, hold it for a second, blow out any anxiety you have, any anger you have, anything that no longer belongs now that you have all this beautiful white light energy in your body. Deep breath in through the nose, hold it for a second. Blow out all that energy that no longer belongs, right? Only white light energy is in our body now for the rest of the day, healing us, opening our chakras, building our immune system. Sending that Reiki out to all of you that are watching, out to the collective, out to the universe, to anyone that needs that sense of peace and belonging and love and compassion. Feeling the heat from my hands, feeling the energy coming through, opening your chakras, helping you feel stronger, ready to take on the day. Knowing you have the free will to change and move anything in a positive direction for yourself, and to help others see that they also can change things and move it in a positive direction. Continuing to take deep breaths into our abdomen. Release any and all negative energy or energies that no longer serve us. Right? Stay in the white light energy of today. It's beautiful. It's swirling this white light energy inside of ourselves. It's almost like a smoke or a fog that's swirling inside, helping to keep us feeling on balance, in tune, filled with love and compassion. Take 3 more deep breaths. Hold it for a second. And release through our mouth. Another deep breath. Opening our heart, opening our chest. Bringing in this white light. This beautiful white light energy. Releasing anything negative within us. Releasing the anxiety we feel. Any distrust we feel within ourselves. One more deep breath. Knowing we're going to hold on to this beautiful white light energy today to help guide us, help make our day go smoother, help combine all our chakras, help them speak to one another. They're open in building our immune system. One final big release of anything negative that we're holding on to. Sending that Reiki energy to you and hoping that you have a wonderful day. I hope that you've subscribed to my channel so you get to see the dailies on a daily basis, the weeklies and the monthly readings. I also have a spot listed down below where you can go for donations of love for those of you that would like to donate to my channel so that I can continue on. Helps me buy new cards, new crystals. I do a lot of crystal work. Helped me buy the sage that we worked with yesterday when we did the sage cleansing, showing you how to cleanse your house. So I'm grateful for all of you that are continuing to support my channel. Thank you so much. There's also a space below that talks about my website, northernlights.one. It was originally my business. COVID came along and here I am doing my business from home. I still do private readings. I've done private readings for over 35 years as a psychic medium and as an RN. And my private readings now have just expanded to do them either by phone or by Zoom. And you can definitely get in touch and see the type of readings I offer at my website, northernlights.one. There is a place to connect with me to schedule an appointment if you'd so desire. Take all this energy we talked about today. Take the card we pulled. Take all this beautiful Reiki energy that has been sent to you. Make it a wonderful day. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.